to research garnishment of wages and to look up the qualifications for the fire marshal and health inspector.
I asked them to confirm something for me, but I did not give them permission to spend that much time, and they have credited us. Our next payment to them is the balance minus that.
I looked at the bills and they did not credit us. So you did authorize.
No, they didn't
this.
credit, but Donna did. She said she cut the check.
When I spoke to the treasurer, she was awaiting a credit, and that's why I'm bringing it up to find out if we're due a credit, or if this was authorized, then we are not due a credit.
We are due a credit, and I did speak to her.
I thank you. I will check with her too.
Mr. Ball.
Thank you, Madam President.
Questions, I'll start. One of the things we're paying is the firehouse, is that correct? $33,000, it's on page 2 near the bottom.
I did not see that check yet, so it was supposed to get cut.
It's on the bottom there.
I usually just go off the check.
Okay. It's near the bottom.
What's the question?
I'm asking, we are paying the firehouse. I believe that's on there.
Their first quarter is definitely due. Yeah, Parkside Fire Company.
Okay.
First quarter 2023.
All right.
$33,750.
I would like to ask that we hold off on that payment because, well, they recently had an audit done, and for the Parkside Fire Company Relief Association, and they're supposed to be able to account for the amount of money that they get from them. And over the past 4 years, they have only been able to account for less than $4,000 of the $52,000.
That's incorrect. Correct.
Okay.
We've been in touch with the state auditor and the attorney general, and line item 4 that you're reading from, it started in the amount of $58,000. It's now dwindled down to $170. We have till April 30th to complete the audit, and we've been assured by Lisa Reber, who is the state auditor, that the firehouse will receive their relief check in October.
Well, in the meantime, we've given like $350,000 over the last 3 years.
That's fine, and since I've taken over, I gave you a third quarter report, I gave you a fourth quarter report. I can't give you a year-end report because I can't find all the information I need from the prior administration, but we're in a lot better shape than we've ever been, and the audit that we're running through now has hindered my efforts, and being in the hospital last month hindered my efforts to give you a year-end report, but I'm working on it, and it will be done, and I will assure everybody that the firehouse money is accounted for, and you can do what you want, but you're hurting the fire company because we're on limited funds. I hate the fire truck not to get out and something happens in this town because you held a check. And it is a budgeted item, and it was passed, so I don't know why we're voting on it.
But we also agreed that there would be an audit. And so I would like to see an audit, and since you were able to comply with the last audit, we're willing to pay for it. The borough will pay for it because the residents are...
That's fine. Everything's fine. The last administration spent money where they weren't supposed to. They actually didn't spend money where they weren't supposed to. What they did, they paid invoices, and they paid by check without invoices. So what we're trying to do now is go back and match the invoices to the checks, what we successfully done. So we're okay. We're going to be fine.
So if we have an audit and then we hand you the check?
I don't know if the firehouse can remain open.
I don't think one equates to the other. I'm sorry to interrupt, but one does not equate to another. We budgeted a specific amount of money to the fire company. you're looking at something that I'm assured the rest of council does not have, so I can't equate to what you're
Well, you
talking
have it,
about.
correct?
I don't have that.
Oh, actually,
Yeah, we all
Yeah.
received that. That was.
Well, I'm sorry, then I did not see it. I
Without that
apologize.
check, I believe the firehouse won't be able to pay their utility bills and put fuel in the trucks,
right,
and
then-
you might close the
But
firehouse
this is a
down.
budgeted item. It should not be held
I'd be
up.
willing to consider, can we get an audit before the next check's due? That's 3 months.
3 months, I hope. I mean, right now,
What's stopping
we're
us?
still in an audit until the end of April with them. And I'll try my best. I mean, I can't sit here and say, yes, it'll be done. There's steps that have to take place. We have to find somebody who does the audit. We have to wrap this audit up. But I can assure you, if the state gives us our check, and they'll send another letter out to Borough Council, because it's public knowledge, that number 4 is what they're claiming has happened on that sheet. They will send out another letter, their findings at the end of April, saying that we complied. And if you comply with the state, you're okay.
Wow.
You'll get your,
Excuse me,
But-
did you not get a grant recently?
yes. We
So
just got a
if you got a
$25,000.
grant,
We
then-
got 2 grants. We got a federal grant for $72,000 for hose, and we just got the COVID-19 county grant for $25,000.
So obviously there's
So
not
we're,
a financial issue.
Yeah, we wouldn't have got that grant
That's
if we
correct.
were in any type of penalty or trouble.
That's correct.
We wouldn't have got a federal grant.
Okay,
We
because,
have a SAM's number, which they wouldn't redo the SAM's number if we were in fault in anything. We have a SAM's number, we have a DUNS number.